Good evening, guys, and happy Sunday to all of your sunshiny faces. I am getting ready to go take a shower and get to bed, but the football games did not all of them went the way that I wanted to. Actually, I was so so embarrassed by the Bears game today. Me and my dad had to go run to Menards to go and pick up. I needed a light bulb for my salt lamp that burned out. I had it in my room. I had it on almost consistently, and I think I never changed the light bulb since I got it. And all of a sudden I move it in here, and sure enough, it burns out, the light bulb. So I was like, okay, I need to go and get a new light bulb. And I tried to find one at Walmart, and so I guess I didn't read everything that it said on there. It said on there it was like 15 watt, 120 volts, and then it said up to a size B bulb. And I was like, okay, but when I read it, I thought it just said size B bulb. And I was like, they don't have any small bulbs that are like a size B, like in the nightlight type light bulbs, they're size C bulbs. And so I was like, I cannot find these bulbs anywhere. And then I just checked it, and my dad was like, well, this looks literally like the one that you replaced it with, because I held on to that light bulb before. I didn't throw it out until I got a replacement one for it. And he's like, this looks like it should be the right one. Well, sure enough, I put the light bulb in there and it fits and everything. And then I read on the little thing that says up to a size B bulb, and I was like, okay, so it worked. But yeah, now that I have that on again, that's awesome. But yeah, it took me a little while to find that. We had to run there though today and get a couple other things too. But I was so embarrassed by the Bears game. I was like, I don't want to wear my Bears sweatshirt. I was like, to be quite honest, I'd rather wear my Pittsburgh Steelers sweatshirt, because they won today and they're doing really good, and who knows, they might even make the playoffs. I don't foresee the Bears making the playoffs, but even the Sunday night football game, I have CJ Stroud on my fantasy league, and I played him over Patrick Mahomes because I thought that, like, I have this weird feeling all the time, like, even if the other team that's normally the underdog doesn't win, they always give whatever team they're playing most of the time a really good game. If they're like, again, too, like, I remember it was a couple years ago, and this was when I kind of started like rooting for the underdog team whenever it's a primetime game. I remember it was the Washington Commanders were playing, I don't know, some really good team that year, like Kansas City or something. And literally everybody took Kansas City, or again, whatever team it was, but it was some really, really good team that year. It could have been, maybe it was even long ago enough where it was like the, the Patriots or something like that. And like, again, the Commanders were really bad that year. And like they had won like a couple games. And I was like, I have a really weird feeling the Commanders are going to win this game. And I think they were like at home and stuff like that. And I was just like, for some reason, I just have this feeling that like primetime games, the underdog, especially when they're at home, they tend to do really well. Like a lot of times the primetime games, so it's like Thursday night, Monday night, Sunday night football games, they tend to be really good games. And normally, sometimes too, it'll be like a really good team sometimes against a really bad team, but the really bad team will still, and again, I don't even think that the Texans are like a bad team. They were just the underdogs, compared to the Lions. And I was like, I think that they're gonna win. And it comes down to 2 field goals that literally like make it by that much. Like, oh my goodness, it was a crazy game. But yeah, getting to watch that, like I said, in the Bears game today, I was just like, disappointment's real for me. But like I said, I have CJ Stroud in my fantasy league, and I was like, he needs to like go off. And again, I kind of had that feeling like he's at least, they're gonna play really well, they're gonna match the level of competition because it is a primetime game. And sure enough, they did, but it just like that much. It came down to that much. I am going to take a shower and get to bed. I've actually been going to bed somewhat early and have been waking up somewhat earlier, but the plan is tomorrow I need to get the other room spackled so that we can get it painted, because hopefully it gets spackled tomorrow. It can maybe dry by the evening, and then we could sand it. But that is because yesterday I took down everything in that room. So all of my shelves that were up, my cork board that was up, my what other stuff was hanging up? The curtains that were hanging up. The only thing I couldn't get down was the blinds. And the reason I didn't take the blinds down myself was because there's this little hook that's like in the middle, and I was like, I can't really like get it out like right. So I asked my dad to do it because I didn't want to just pull it and break the little things, the brackets on the side. So I was like, Dad, could you try and get that out? And he's like, sure. Sure enough, he goes to take it out and he breaks the brackets. And I was like, really? Because the whole point was we're just going to take them down so that then Jack can, you know, like he can use them because they fit those windows anyway. So he's just going to get those, you know, blinds back for, you know, his new room when he moves back in there. But I was just like, just don't, like, get them out, you know, like I didn't want to do it because I don't want to break the little, you know, the bracket piece. And then sure enough, my dad goes and breaks the bracket. And I was like, great. So now we'll probably have to go to Menards again at some point and get new brackets for it, which will hopefully be cheaper than buying brand new blinds. But to be quite honest, I don't even really know. Like, these blinds that I bought, they're nicer. Like, they're the thicker kind of vinyl blinds, and they weren't even that expensive. And I was like, I don't know how much brackets are gonna cost, like, you know, to replace them. But anyways, so yeah, I asked him to get that down, or to take that out. The light, the overhead light, which is why I can't show you guys right now because there's no overhead light. There's no overhead light in here either, but I have lamps. And then also, I had my dad take down behind my door. I have like one of those like over the door, but it's not over the door. It's actually in the like the door jamb, like the hinges. It's on the hinges. It sits in there and it like connects to it. And then I hang like my, you know, like jacket, sweatshirt, you know, kind of thing, like on the back of the door. So it doesn't hang over the back of the door because I have my mirror there, but it's like attached to like the hinges. So I couldn't get that out without having to take the door out myself, and that's kind of a pain, and then to get it back on. So I was like, can you just take that down? But I did everything else yesterday, so that is why we are ready to go with painting. Almost everything is out of that room. There's like a few little loose boxes that Jack's just gonna actually, I think, move into like the hallway or the kitchen or something like that until my dad can get home, just to put them wherever the rest of the stuff is going up in the attic. And then we're good. Both of the rooms will be cleared out and we can paint in that room. So ideally, maybe next week my cousin will be coming to get both of the room, the floor, and you know, all of the other stuff that they're doing, that we're having them do instead of us doing. But the painting in the other room, we're also doing that. So we just need to finish, again, getting all the stuff out and then, you know, painting and priming it. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be able to do it this week, or at least we'll be able to finish it by midway next week. They might be able to like come on Wednesday or something like that. So again, ideally within 2 weeks, they should hopefully be here, and then we will be done with everything and then hopefully be moved into a more permanent situation, instead of this kind of floating around type stuff that we both keep doing. So anyways, though, I will share with you guys the update as we keep moving along, but I will see you guys in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.